Right, good evening all. We've had a couple of productive days, or crappy days to be fair, doing some really horrible stuff. And again, I'm going much further than I intended to go. So, what have we done? These are the little bars that hold the sound deadening on. And we're going to try and refit that in a minute, but it's absolutely cattle trucked. We're going to see if we can... see if we can do something with it, because I don't particularly want to get some new stuff. So we'll have a go at that in a minute. However, what we have been doing then is the engine again. And if you look at all of this here, this is all of the tin work that goes around it. You've got my hanger. There's my ladder up there. Awesome. Okay, so what I've done, I've gone around all of the tin work with the grinder, taken all of the rust off, removed all of the broken studs, welded on some new nuts in different places, welded on some new bits to them as well, and repaired them all as much as I can. There's one that's absolutely knackered over there, but I don't know what shape it's supposed to be, so I've got to put it all together and see if it's repairable or whether or not I've got to get a new one. So we'll see what happens there. So all I've done then, I didn't even intend to go this far. I was just, it was only a matter of just doing the oil leaks on the engine and then bolt it all back in. But you know what it's like, you start doing something and you, Anyway, it's done now, Everything is covered in dust in the garage. All I've done is just given it a coat of, I just got some heat-proof paint, some exhaust paint. And I only used half of that can, so that's not bad. It's only a 2.5 litre, 2.5, 0.25, 250 millilitre can. And I've given it one coat, all of it, and only used half of the tin. It's only getting one coat. I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it's going to be able to stay on there. But it should be all right. It will look better than it did, that's for sure. So done, job done. Horrible job done. Got bitten by the grinder. Bastard. However, that's the engine bar then, so that was all rusty and manky. So I've done the same thing with that, but I've given that a coat of hammerite and coated these with hammerite as well. Engine. What I can do now is when this dries, which is hopefully tomorrow maybe, I can start actually bolting this back together. I've degreased the other engine bits and that, but I'm not going to clean or paint any of them up. We're not interested in that. What else have I done? I've ordered a clutch hose and remember the pipe that goes on top of the thingamajig, slave cylinder. So I've ordered up a hose and a pipe. So that's good, I've got to do that. Underneath the van, what I've done underneath the van, I've cleaned out the engine bay, as in given it a wipe down and got rid of all of the dust and crap. Again, remember, this isn't a restoration. This was intended just to be a throw it together, get an MOT and use it. So already we're going a bit further than we thought. But I've got to paint the engine bay as well. So we'll do that tomorrow. What we're going to do, let's have a look at this stuff, see if we can do anything with it. Give me one moment. Okay, let's have a look at this then. So this is the insulation that goes up underneath, and I think it's just for sound deadening, I'm guessing. So there's two bits of this bit here and that bit there. And as you can see, it's lost all of its strength. It's probably about 500 years old, this, so that's the problem. Now the issue is it's held up with those little bits of metal up there, and because it's not stiff anymore, it's just flopping down and laying around everywhere and not really doing what it's supposed to do. Now I'm going to try, because bear in mind, no one's going to see this, no one will watch this video, so no one will know what I've done here. So I'm going to try reusing this bit, but what I've got to do is give it a little bit of strength. And my plan then is I bought a roll of this. There's only a £5. So I'm going to try and just wrapping it up in this, just to see if I can give it a bit of a bit of rigidity, if you like. And if we can do that, it will do the job fine, because it's still going to work. It's still going to do its job. I've just got to try and make it stay where it's meant to be. Okay, so I won't be able to video this, but all I'm going to do, I'm just going to try. That's just wrapping it up in some of this stuff, and yeah, I'll come back to you in a minute. Well, you never know. This might actually work. So you might be thinking, what the hell is he wrapping it in tin foil? Well, I guess I was a bit worried about heat down there. I don't know how much heat is generated down there. Not a lot, I can't imagine. However, by wrapping it up in this stuff, I haven't got to worry about it, have I? Now, this has given it a little bit of strength. So yeah, should we see if we can fit it? Let's have a go. Come on now, check this out. You can't tell me this wasn't a good idea. Look how awesome that is. That is great. So it's staying where it's meant to stay. It's got enough strength. And I ain't got to worry about the thing catching fire. Bang on! Let's see if we can do the same thing with the big bit then, shall we? Oh, how exciting. Right, okay. Now, whether or not this was a good idea, I do not know. However, this gives you an idea about how much we used. This roll, 45 metres this roll was. But like I say, it only cost £5, you know. And, yeah, I put the brackets on. Let's go and have a look. And it looks awesome. As I say, good idea. Oh, I can't find my torch now. Good idea, bad idea. Who knows? But you know, at least it looks shiny. And you know, it might actually be. Oh, I don't know whether it will, but whether it will be sealed, because you know, stop it from holding any moisture, possibly. Yeah. Done. Job done. That's another thing ticked off the list. Although it wasn't on the list in the first place. But it's back together, which is fantastic. Right, so we are going to then crack on with the engine, I reckon. I've still got to wait for the stuff to dry. So I'm going to call it a day now. I'm quite pleased with how that's come out though. It's held it together, which is what I wanted it to do. Whether or not it'll keep holding it together, we'll find out, won't we? We'll revisit this. Good stuff. See you soon. Bye bye, bye bye, bye.